Hello everyone, it is 40 Mage Nathan here, and today we're doing a bit of a different type of video. We are in my PS4 world, well, very old PS4 world. We haven't been on this world in a very long time. I'm doing the voiceover because the voiceover did not save properly. As you can see, we have a lot of things to go through. Up here we've got all the dogs. We're going to go through all that today. We've got so much to go through, and yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you. And as you can see, this is where we are starting today. Yeah, so this was one of my first ever PS4 worlds, and it was an amazing world. I really enjoyed it. This is where I spent most of my time in secondary school just doing. It was absolutely incredible. Over here we got The Horse Under Pressure, one of my favourite Queen songs. So honestly, gave him the name Under Pressure. Yeah, really good name to have. Yeah, it was quite nice going back through this world, to be honest. We've got loads of dogs to go through in a minute. We've got Sophie, and we have Anna, I think the other one was called. Yep, because it's my name. And over there we got Pink Sheep, which, if anyone doesn't remember, Pink Sheeps are very hard to find, and this one was found without dying, which was cool. We got the Brian May, George Michael. I forgot I named them after all my favourite singers: Elton John, Billy Joel, George Harrison, Roger Taylor, Freddie Mercury. Food's got a unique story. We found him basically killing a sheep, so we called him that. Dinnerbone Joe. Joe was an old friend of mine, actually. 414. 414 is my lucky 3 numbers. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm wearing Frost Walker boots, and I don't really realise until a bit later on. As we go down, we're going to explore the... I think we're going to explore one of the other rooms now. Yeah, we're going to explore the main room. So this is where we get all of our stuff. Sorry about the ugly design of this house. I wasn't really good at building, still not. As you can see, we went through quite a few things. We didn't get everything done we wanted to. We got a dragon egg on the floor there for some reason. We got the elytras. Yeah, because we could reset the end back then. I don't know if you can still do it now. So I went back and forth killing the ender dragon to get as much as I can. Resetting the end. In there was the Never Star. Never made the beacon in the end. I just ran out of time for this world. Always wanted to do it though. Over there, like I should say, I wasn't really done with this world. Loads of diamonds, iron, redstone. It's all basically all my ores. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Look at this. Onto my right here, you can see the diamonds, iron, all the armors. I think, yeah, as you can see, all different tools in there. It was really hard. The only thing we didn't get done was the chainmail, which unfortunately is very hard, and the netherite. But the netherite came out when I wanted to finish this world off. Because the only other time I came back into this world was a little bit later on, when I was sort of done with this world and done with Minecraft in general for the time being. As you go down, you can see that I wasn't really good at building back then. Yeah, it wasn't really good. This was the main house. We had plans for this house. We were going to turn it into like a village house, but we never really got that done either. But yeah, it was so much fun. As you can see, there's like a big tower thing. I don't know why I did that. As you can see, my sword was so different back then. I had full diamond armor. We were rich back then. We didn't have to worry about the dwellers. Yeah, it was so much fun though. Yeah. Over here is an abandoned house. This is where we used to have the dogs and llamas, but then we moved them into the... Because we used to have loads of llamas, and then a lot of them died in a creeper explosion, so we had to get rid of it. Yeah, I finally realised that I had Netherite boots on at that... Frostwalker boots on at that moment. Yeah, if anyone's wondering why we never did get Netherite, it came out at the wrong time, and I just didn't want to get Netherite at that point. I felt like the world was sort of done at that rate. I think I did try and look for it, and then I just thought, fuck it, I'm not doing it. We've got a bunch of iron golems, and we're going to go into the main house. So this was never done, by the way. This house never got finished. As you can see, we've got wandering villagers. We've got villagers everywhere. We've got snowman golem. We've got never stands. And I sort of just left this in the end. I sort of abandoned this house. There's a bunch of blocks in here. We never really got this completely done. I had loads of plans, but it never really happened in the end. A lot of food there. Yeah. Upstairs is just a bed, by the way. There's something really up there, so we don't need to worry about that. Through here is actually the first house. This was our first ever house I ever built. I turned it into a village house. Here's the farm. I sort of let the villagers just do what they want in here now. Well, do what they want with it. Yeah, this was really one of my first worlds. As you can see, there's more ores in here. There's a bunch of ores. There's more diamonds, more coal. That I never moved to the other house. Yeah, it was quite fun. As you can see, I did make a shield actually. I can't really remember making a shield. I know in one of the episodes I said I don't know how you use a shield, and then I had to spend like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to use a shield. But I can't really remember making the shield. So yeah, it was so cool seeing it so well, because this was back when Minecraft was a console edition. Like it wasn't like it was just console. That's how you know it as. Yeah. It was so nice enjoying the world. As you can see, it was a beautiful, well, it's my beautiful world. Yeah, as you can see, there's a tree on the top there. That tree, I don't know if that tree glitched or what, but still pretty funny to watch. I think I might have planted that one actually. I think that was not the glitch one. There was a glitched tree in this, and I can't remember where it was. In here's the enchantment room. As you can see, we've got a bunch of lapis. You want to know how much mining I did? I used to love mining back in Minecraft. I just used to go mining. As you can see, there's an armor stand, and that was going to be for the netherite, but I ended up changing my mind on it. As you can see there, there's like what's it called? Nether waltz, I think it's called, where we you know, got a lot of our potions done. We didn't beat the Guardian either. Yeah, and as you can see, there's a sugarcane sort of area where we used to get a sugarcane. At this point, I start to realise I really need to use these phosphorable boots. Now, over here is quite an important thing. It's got 4 crosses. Now, this is for YouTuber Technoblade that passed away. This was the last time I actually played this world. Truly sad loss to the community, obviously. Absolutely couldn't believe it when he passed away. Actually, that was the last time I went on this world. I actually stopped playing before that as well. And it was like a year break, and then I came back on here. Built that quickly and then left again. It was going to be a proper crown, but I just didn't have the time, and I was trying to get some of the other stuff started out as well. Honestly, true shock to the new community, and I really, yeah, it's just a shame. It's a true and utter shame. Anyway, we're going to go on my train track now. So this track took absolutely ages to build. Now, before you guys ask why is it not done the fast way, because there's a way to do it now. Obviously, this was created a very, very long time ago when it was Minecraft console, and this is the fastest way to do stuff. I built it to go straight to the end portal, but as you can see, it was a long thing. It's not like Minecraft now. Oh, I think I'll go through the settings. I'm just going to cut the video off quickly because I might. Oh, I realised that I must have been put on ps4 for whatever reason. You got to remember, I don't play this ps4 anymore, or ps5. So obviously it's a bit different. As you can see, this goes on for a long time. It took absolute hours to build. The amount of iron, redstone, wood I had to use was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. It took a lot of effort from me to do. I did it all by myself. I didn't really have anyone else with me. I just did it on my own, and you know, it was a lot of fun back in the day doing this, because yeah. It was like so nostalgic going back on it for the first time in over, I don't even know how long. Because even though I built that Technoblade crown, I didn't actually go on the train tracks ever. Yeah. Yeah, this comes up to the fun bit. It goes through a mountain. It was all nostalgia just fucking hitting me all at once. It was amazing. Like you name it, and it was so incredible. As you can see, we've got sheep walking. We've got phantoms attacking us. Because it had been a bit of time since I had done PvP in Minecraft, I didn't really know how to do it. Using a controller, I normally use my keyboard. Obviously, it took me a bit of time to figure out how to do PvP. Yeah. It was a bit shaky at first, but once I got it, yeah. Yeah. So much else to say. It was just so enjoyable back when I was younger. There's not much sound to this because the sound failed. I thought my voice would be good and some music. And, you know, sometimes I would actually just turn this on and just literally go on the train tracks the whole time and just sit down and have a drink with me and just relax. And, yeah, it was so incredible. I played Minecraft when Minecraft stopped being popular for a very long time. There was a period where if you played Minecraft, you were hated or you were called names. As you can see, there's the actual Guardian. That's how close we were to defeating the whole game. Yeah, but I was playing at a time when Minecraft was considered really unpopular. And, yeah. Yeah, I think we're actually going towards our second house because we built 3 houses in total, and the first house we were at was my main house. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm still getting attacked by these blooming phantoms. I love the phantoms, I do. I feel like they're really good in this game, but they're a pain in the arse when there's like 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, it was really, really good timing. Right, sorry about that everyone, I'm back. As you're going to see in a minute, we are approaching the second house. There it is, and there's another nether portal. So we built quite a few nether portals. The nether portals were just useful things to go and get XP and other things, and yeah, we used to do it. If anyone's wondering what materials I used for the, you know, for the bridge, anything we can get our hands on pretty much was used. We went through so much. That's why there was so much in the chests. We went through loads. Yeah. Yeah. And then we go. Now, this house here is very, very ugly. Because this house was built in a rush. We were getting basically camped by zombies and everything. So we had to basically just go as fast as we can through it. And it took absolute ages. So we had to quickly build this house before we were attacked. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to finish this house off one day, make it look nice. And I never did. I actually never finished this house off because the house was just sort of used as a temporary house. And yeah. Actually, funny story, there used to be a balcony to that house. And we put a nether portal there. And one day I spawned in the world and there was like 3 zombie pigmen. I was like, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know how, I think I just pushed them off in the end and they just died. But yeah. As you can see, I'm still just sort of getting used to the controls again on the ps4 controller. And yeah, so in a minute, right, we're gonna start the next journey. So this next bit, it goes on to the next track. That's why there's a door there to signify we need to stop there. We were gonna redstone this. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I ran off. I think it was because, actually I have no idea, I can't remember, because obviously the video was made a bit of time ago, so yeah, I can't really remember. There we go, we're back now. Yeah, it took so long to build this. I was really impressed when I built it, actually. I was so happy, because I finally did it. Yeah, and this next bit goes on for a long, long time. Funny enough, this is how I met one of the dogs. I don't know how, but one of the dogs spawned. Where that wooden bit is just there, to the right, that's where one of my dogs spawned, called Food. Was it Food? No, it was actually called Glitch. So we had another dog called Glitch, and he died, actually, quite sadly, in the game. When he got spawned up there, I don't know how on earth that happened, but we called him Glitched afterwards. And then funny enough, Food accidentally, one day, he fell off and I couldn't find him. And I thought, oh shoot, he must have died. A few days later, he spawned up there after an update. And I went, how the flipping hell's that happened? But I took Food back and yeah, Food's been there ever since. As you can see, this world was beautiful back in the day. Yeah. You know what, I used to do that, like I said, I used to go on this and just sit back and go. And actually, when I played GTA 5 back when I was younger, I used to get on the GTA 5 and I wouldn't do like the mission. I would do the missions and all that, and after I finished the game, I'll just drive around, and it would just be super blooming peaceful. It was beautiful, and yeah, I've come a long way since I think back then when I was in year 9, 10, and 11. Actually, even younger than that. I think I was year 8. But in year 8, yeah, I was in year 8 when I made this world. Jesus, I don't remember now. It's been a long time. Down there is actually a massive ravine, and we were going to build a house there. I had plans, but again, a lot of things had to be abandoned because we were trying to get this world done. And now as we approach, we're going to be going to our second house. So this second house wasn't really used as a house. It was more used for, you know, just somewhere to sleep, pretty much. I know it's probably what Minecraft houses are used for, but we didn't really use it. We just sort of, we were one day, the phantoms were really getting bad, and I decided to stop and basically build over to this bit. I made a little house. There's not much in here. This one's very small. As you can see, there's coal, there's loads of things. There's not a lot in there, man. Yeah, it was sort of just used as a temp house. Yeah. So this actually doesn't lead to the nether portal, to the end portal, but it leads to where we need to go. Now, I think there's a little jump in a minute from when, after this is over, because we try and go and find it, and then I lose it, so I have to literally try and find where I've gone wrong. And luckily I wasn't too far off from where I thought it was. I don't know if it's now, but as you can see, we're approaching the first village. This is where we got a couple of the villagers from. And yeah, as you can see, we're going down. Last bit. And there is another nether portal here. Like I said, we used to put nether portals up because we would go in there, get more XP. As you can see, my levels are down on this one because obviously we need the XP. Yeah, the village is completely abandoned now. It was only 2 houses. I think I only had 2 villages time I got to it. I did check again to make sure we didn't miss any, because if there was any, I was going to send them back to where they need to be. Yeah, those nether portals were lightsabers. When you needed to get XP, we got XP. But we're going to go straight on, and then we're going to go and find this end portal, hopefully. As you can see, we wanted to go on. We wanted to keep building, and this is the dangerous bit, because there's no fence. I was going to put a fence up at some point in the world, and I think that was the last thing I was going to do, and then I never actually... It was the last thing I said I was going to do, and I never did it. Yeah. It was such a nice world to have. Like, it took absolutely hours to build. I've always said that I would be willing to transfer this world over and basically play it on the PC to try and continue the series, but I've just decided that it's not worth it. This is the PS4 world, and it's not worth doing it again. I know I tried bringing it back a few times to like play it and all, but I just don't have any enjoyment playing this one anymore. I feel like because it's more nostalgia than anything else. Yeah, like over here is like a nether portal. This is when it sort of changed. This area is, I call it the new Minecraft, because this is sort of when Minecraft changed. And I didn't really go far with these next bits because honestly there was no point. Yeah. Right, so on to the next bit. So this bit is where I can call it the new Minecraft. New Minecraft was when it updated to Bedrock for the first time, I think it was. Was it when? I don't know what it's called anymore. But it upgraded, and this was what sort of came with it. And as you can see, I did go on for a little bit just to see what there was. But after a little while, I sort of got bored of it because I was like, it was a PS4 world. It wasn't this new gen of Minecraft, and this is why I hated Minecraft actually for a very, very long time. And I actually said before, it's the reason why I don't play it, and I blamed Dream and some of the newer YouTubers. So I thought they ruined Minecraft in their own way, because I grew up with like Dan to the M, Stampy, SB737, Big B Stats. I grew up with those guys. Those guys in YouTube basically shaped Minecraft into the Blocksmiths. If anyone remembers them, those guys. Waffle Galaxy being one of my first ever YouTubers I watched. I sort of copied and pasted his what he does in videos. I sort of did it myself. Yeah, but he's one of my favourite YouTubers to watch. Technoblade was just starting out on YouTube, so yeah, it was cool watching him when he was first starting out. But when it sort of switched to the new gen, I sort of didn't like it anymore. As you can see, there's a massive ravine down there. You wonder how I know there's a massive ravine. What happened to that massive ravine and how it happened. There used to be loads of sand there, and I accidentally put a torch down and almost died. But yeah, as you can see, we stopped at this village. We got a few more villages here. Again, there was only 2. I think a bunch of them died. I tried and look around because there was an iron golem here for a bit of time. But I couldn't find where he went. I'm guessing he died or despawned or whatever. Yeah. So we sort of move on from this. Yeah, it's just a shame. I really enjoyed Minecraft back then. It's just something I would, like, this world I wouldn't bring back. If I was uploaded now, obviously I would make it into a series, but back then it was just a whole different story. By the way, if you want to see this as a full-on series, I don't know, give me 5 likes on this video and I'll think about it and making sort of something like this into a series. Maybe I'll find out the world spawn and see if it's the same spawn. If it is, we can build on this, I guess. Nah, I think I'll do a random spawn. I'll do a vanilla world without any of the mods. Although it would be kind of hard because I'm going to have work in the middle. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch WWE whilst playing this, and I would have like these YouTubers that would upload WWE live streams but edit out as much as they possibly could to upload it so they can avoid copyright. And it was so funny. Like, one moment you could be watching Seth Rollins versus a wrestler, and then next minute you're at it's just a random segment and you're like, what the fuck have I missed? But nah, it's a whole different time then. Obviously, different time. I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger, and yeah, and I've learned from them. You know, I've made silly little jokes in the past, and you know, this game sort of reminded me that I am a good person. I'll just make silly little jokes, which were not great jokes, to be honest. To be honest, this darkness was scaring me, because normally when it's dark, I try and I have to go into the house. Well, go into the house in the Dweller series. So I was like, pissing out. I need to get back inside. But then I realised, oh, it's not too bad. The only problem is we went back out at night time, and this was what scared me. Because in a minute you're gonna see Nathan make a little mistake. Okay, maybe it's not now. As I fight these mobs off. Yeah. I was tempted to call this Dartford train station, to be honest. At one point, I was going to give it the name Dartford train station because obviously I come from near Dartford area. By the way, they're playing today. I don't know how they're doing. I don't think they're going to win. They've not had a good season, Dartford Football Club. We're going to have to check in a minute. Should I check? Should I check? Should we have a look? Live recording of Nathan. Whilst we're going through this next bit. Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen. It's 0-0. Still 0-0. Welling are doing better than us, though. They're having all the chances. Never mind. I've got to see. Well, watch Dartford ladies. They win all their games mostly. We're gonna approach this abandoned village. So this abandoned village was I hadn't seen it before. I've heard about abandoned villages, but I've actually never seen one before, and I've only come across it one other time, and that was actually during the Lunar Moon series. Yeah, so when I came across this, I was a little bit shocked that we found one. They're quite. I don't think they're the most common thing ever, but as you can see, I never really lit this place up. As you can see, there's sort of a. Well, I jumped off it. I sort of fell down there. This is like just a massive hole. I think there was there's a ravine here, and then all of a sudden I get attacked, and I'm just so silly. There's a creeper. I almost die. I think my armor sort of saved me, and then I find a fossil, which I didn't realise it was down here. I sort of just don't. Yeah, I just. There's not much to say about this, but I found a fossil. Obviously, fossils are quite rare in the game. Luckily, I had a stack of cobblestone on me, because if not, we would have had to probably wait for a little bit or dig ourselves straight up. Yeah, a little bit silly from Nathan. I just haven't played Minecraft with a controller for a bit, and I failed at that jump. Just because, you know, yeah, and just a bit slow. It's been a bit of time, obviously, and I just wasn't used to fighting. I got a bit annoyed with myself after this. But yeah, this was the abandoned village pretty much. We were gonna sort of, I didn't know, I was gonna do something with this village. I thought about it, and then I got attacked again by another zombie. Not a zombie, is it? I can't think what they're called. But I got attacked again, and yeah, went back to this way. Skeleton was sniping me. Yeah, great times. Yeah, so I went back through this little train. I really wanted to call it Dartford train station back when I was younger. I don't know why. I just really wanted to call it. I guess, you know, that's the train station I use most. Oh, well, no, it's not anymore, but it was when I was a kid. Yeah. And as you can see, we were working our way back. This is, yeah, you can see how I should have really put some fence, should have put a fence up or something to stop the mobs, but just was like, nah, I'm fully geared up. And then Neverright came out, and I was like, fuck. Never mind. As you can see, there's like a little, it looks like a little bridge, which is what I liked about this, that I made a little bridge. And as you can see, we stop and take on a zombie who gets the first hit on us. I don't know how he does, how they do that. I'm just still new to the PS4 control maybe. Nah, probably because I was not playing PS4 on PS4 for a bit. As you can see, there's like a bunch of mobs. I don't know what I'm thinking here, because there's like loads of mobs. There's like 7 mobs, and I'm trying to take them on, and I haven't played with a controller in such a long time. Apparently I've got a new recipe book, and I don't know how that's possible, since I've literally crafted everything properly in this game. But saying that, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just like something else. That's not a skeleton, isn't it? I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking. I just guess I got a bit angry and a bit annoyed with myself and took them all out. I got to 10 XP though. Something we're struggling to do in the... No, actually I think we're 25 in the Weller series. Yeah. So we just keep running back to the where we started. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we were doing here. I don't know why I was taking everything on, but I was trying to kill the Enderman, kill the as you can see, I'm completely rubbish at PvPing at this point. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm using a pickaxe to kill everything. I think it's because I had fire aspect on the sword, and I thought it might die. It will scare the Enderman off. It's just a bit annoying. I think I was trying to get an ender pearl, because I was just tempted to go and get a blaze rod, and I was going to go and find the end. But yeah, I was so silly to do that. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I feel like someone probably should put an ADHD meter on me and just check where I'm going. And then I found those guys, which are the 2 missing villagers. Basically, when I found this, it was in the middle. It was dark, and it was middle of the night Minecraft time. And yeah, two of the guys died pretty much, and I'm guessing that's them 2. Quite funny if it would be, but yeah. Anyway, I went back because I was being an idiot and all. And I think I'm going to have to just see... Nah, you know what? I'm going to just wait and see what happens. Because I have a feeling I actually go and look at my phone and go through all my files and find a picture. I think I found a picture of like the old coordinates of the old end portal. And yeah, it was quite crazy because it took us a bit of time. Because for some reason it wouldn't work on the... other, you know, when I was trying to do it the first time around, it kept trying to take me somewhere else, and I knew where it was, but I just needed I was like, no, it's not it. I know where it is, because we dug down to it, and the end portal was literally right in front of us. It was screaming at us pretty much. Yeah. I think we go back to the original, back to the 3rd house, to just basically rest up, set our spawn, because. Yeah, it's quite a long journey. I've died here before. I died here once before, and it took me ages to get back. I think that's why we built a lot of that. Well, I thought I think it was the second house. We just died at one point, and I thought, you know what, we better build a house because it takes ages to get there and back. And then I realised I made pillars, so you can just see some of them in the distance there. And I think it was pointing to the direction of the end portal. So I knew where it sort of was, but at the same time I didn't. Yeah, one thing I never did in this game really was actually make a proper bow. I think I did for a long time, and I don't know where it is. It's just so annoying. We had a proper bow, and I couldn't figure out where it was. Yeah, it scared me because I was always thinking about one of the dwellers spawning in there. But yeah. Yeah, so we go look for this again. I actually have to take my diamond shoes off because we're actually just going to jump into the water here. So I know it's round here somewhere, the end portal, but I don't know where it is. So I know there's some pillars up here which sort of point you in the right direction. One good thing about Frostwalker back in the day was literally this. And because my world was, I feel like the world was quite full of water, it just took so much longer. But I made the bridge before I got Frostwalker, so yeah. I was tempted to make other diamond shoes and try and get some enchantments on them, but I never ever did in the end. And yeah, we continued looking for this, and I ended up getting a bit frustrated because I didn't know where it was. So I kept trying to look around, and I just couldn't remember where the end portal was for a bit of time. I just kept thinking, where the hell is it? And I was starting to think, oh crap, I will never ever find it. And it was just getting annoying, and I ended up leaving the game just for a second whilst I try and find it. I think it's at this point here, yeah. So I actually leave. And then I return. I found an old picture on my phone of some coordinates, and all I could think was, that's the end portal. That must be. It's from the same time period as where Minecraft PS4 console edition was a thing, and I go look for it, and I literally just kept walking in the direction where I thought it might be. Yeah, it was just, I knew it was around here somewhere. I kept looking to see if there was anything. I've actually put that up just in case we couldn't find it. You know, you just never know. But as I got a bit more closer to it, I realised that I had actually been at this point before. And I must have thought of the same thing. Because as you can see, there's actually wooden pillars around everywhere. So I must have done it at some point out of habit. So it was around here somewhere. Clearly I'd been here, and I had actually been around this bit of the world. And yeah. Thank God I had frostwalking at that point. I would have been swimming. I used to hate swimming back in Minecraft console because it would push you down as you drown. But swimming now is a little bit easier. It's the only thing I like. Well, it's not the only thing, but yeah. But as you can see, there's like loads of things literally everywhere. So I clearly had been around here before. I clearly had stepped forward into this bit of the world before. And I knew I was getting closer and closer. I just knew it was around here somewhere. And as you can see, there's another cobblestone. So I knew I was close to getting there. I just couldn't figure out where it was. And then this looks very familiar, because this was the first thing I saw when I knew the airport was near and where the ender eye was going. So I kept going in this direction. I knew I was getting closer. I knew it was around here somewhere. And at some point I was going to hit it. And I realised I was in at the right point. And then I saw this little fella who wasn't really doing anything, but I decided to kill him anyway for no reason. And as I get up this mountain, I'm like, I think I found it. This looks very familiar. Because I remember never making a pathway. Because one of the plans was we were going to make the ender room as our own little house. And we were going to basically move everything into there at some point. Like I say, a lot of these plans never happen. And then finally, at long last, I find it. In the chest, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here from when we were. And as you can see, as we jump down, or eventually we're going to do it, we're going to go straight into the end. There we go, straight down, and there we go. we're in the end. Like I said, the Ender Dragon's not around because we defeated him. Yeah, as you can see, we've been here before. Funny enough, I don't remember being spawned in at this point here. I remember being spawned in into the middle a bit more, but maybe I'm wrong. It had been a bit of time since I played the well, so maybe I got it wrong. And also, I was petrified of actually building. Because look, it's not the same as what I used to play with back when I was on PS4. And I was playing with a PS5 controller, and I was just a bit worried that I was going to screw up. I didn't really want to wait around in the end. Yeah. As we get up here, as you can see, the Ender Dragon's not around anymore. And yeah, this was pretty much it. And we walk back to where this bit is, and yeah, we jump back into it, basically. And my own little world, this is where it ended. And yeah.